Hey guys, I'm really excited to walk you through a full breakdown of the app so that you can see and get a really good idea of what's inside. So right here is called your home screen. We're going to look at the icons at the bottom and cover those first. In the bottom right hand corner are measurements. Now this is something that you can choose to do every single day. You can plug in your latest measurements, whether that's weight, body fat, calories, daily steps. You can decide which ones you're tracking. So scroll down, click new, and go ahead and log those in. Now, what's really cool about this, if you click on the home screen and then swipe right, is there's something on the sidebar called measurements charts. If you click on that, what's awesome about this is you can see all of these really cool charts depending on what you're tracking. And what's even cooler is you can combine charts. So maybe you want to see, for example, how your daily calories are impacting your weight. So here you'll be able to see how those two correlate. Now, I haven't had access to this for very long because we just upgraded the app. So the longer you plug this information in, the better these charts are going to read, and you're going to be able to see some really cool trends over time. So now let's move on to the next one called training. So the icon at the bottom. Here is where you're going to choose your training program. Now here's the thing. I have a ton of options in here, so this can be really overwhelming. I do not want you to be overwhelmed at all about this. The first thing that you need to decide is how many days can you comfortably lift? What does that look like for your season of life and for your health and balance and lifestyle? So if you are deciding, okay, I think I can train 4 times a week, awesome. Next, you need to decide, what are your overall goals? Do you really want to focus on building like your upper body? Well, then click on that and look through these goals. Or maybe you want to do a full body build. In that case, I really do suggest you click on ongoing training groups and then choose the program that is the same amount of days that works best for you and your lifestyle. It really doesn't have to be more complicated than that. Now, if you do work out at home, I have alternative exercises in all of my plans. But sometimes people don't want to keep choosing those. They just want a program that's made for those lifting at home who just have dumbbells, a bench, and bands. In that case, I have you covered. Go ahead and click on Home Plans and click on those, and you can start the plan from here. It will automatically be put into your calendar or show up on your home page right here. The next one we're going to cover at the bottom is resources. So click on resources. This is an incredible place for you to come and learn. So if you are new to the app, I want you to go through all of the Start Here videos. These are very quick. They are like 2 to 3 minutes. Some of them are just PDFs, give you a checklist of things that you need to focus on and how to get the most out of this training app. Then we have some training basics for those who want to learn how to choose their weights appropriately. What does training to failure look like? How to brace your core. All of these things that we hear all the time, but maybe you want to learn a little bit more. And we even have beyond the basics. So we have additional education in there, progressive overload, where I'm doing like a deep dive into what does this look like in this longer video format so that you can learn even more and know why you're doing what you're doing. Next, below under videos, this is a really, really fun, powerful place to start learning too. A lot of times people love what I have on Instagram and social media as far as just 1 to 2 minute tips on different exercises. This is where those are stored in the app. So every single month, an additional 4, sometimes 8 videos are going to show up so that you can really learn how to get the most out of your training and know through a more in-depth breakdown if you're doing certain exercises correctly. If we go to the home screen, let's dive into what a day of training looks like. I'm just going to choose this Saturday. Click on it and it will automatically pull up your training. Now I want you to notice that at the very bottom we have 2 exercises that are in blue. That means those are supersetted, meaning that you will start with the sissy squat, and then if it has some rest period, you'll follow it, and then you'll move to the leg press. And then you'll start the rotation over again. So that's what that means. The straight sets are in more of this tan color. So if you click on leg press, for example, what's awesome about this is you'll get a video breakdown showing how to set up, what muscles we're working, and underneath it where it says tempo and intensity, sometimes it's going to have additional notes or maybe progressions. So pay attention there. Now, if you don't have the leg press, you can always choose an alternative. Here we have a few different options for you. And then right here is where you are going to track your weight, and then you can click on the timer. As soon as that beeps, you click on next in the bottom right hand, and it's going to mark that set as complete and move it down. Now, if you want to see all the sets at the same time, you can tap on where it says set 3, set 4, and then you can look at all of those at the same time. Now at the bottom here, where it looks like a notepad, if you click on that, you can add notes here. Maybe struggled on last set with depth. And then you can go ahead and save that. Then next time this exercise comes up, and if you click on what looks like kind of the clock going back, that means past weights, you will actually see that note. And one thing you could work on is, okay, I want to get greater depth then, right? Progressing isn't always about the reps or the weight. A lot of times we can look at, okay, this is what I did, and here's the note, and maybe I need to progress the weight a little bit more, or maybe I need to work on that depth a little bit more. So these were the workout notes from last time, working on depth and increasing it, trying to get heavy. I'm reducing. So I actually noticed as I was going heavier, I was reducing the range of motion. So I put that note in there, and then I pulled back on the weight, where before I was doing, 360, I pulled back on the weight at 180 and I was working on depth. So really cool that you can see all of these notes and all of the weight. And now with that depth, I'm going to be working on progressing really well, keeping that range of motion. So I love these notes. I love tracking the weights as well. It's really important for no matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, it's really important to be able to track all of these things. So there, the rest timer is up, and I can move on to the next one. So now in the bottom left-hand corner, you can tap that, and here's where we can maybe add another set if you wanted to for one reason or another. And then click done. We're going to go back to the training. So when you are done with the entire training, you can, in the top right hand corner, you can hit log or go to the very bottom and hit log from here. Now from here, there's a share button. You can share to social media or to a friend, hey, this is how much I lifted today. This was pretty awesome. The bottom one is view workout summary. You can click on that. And from here, maybe you notice, ooh, I've got to edit a few things. You can, top right hand corner, click on edit. And now you can go through and make some alterations here and then update it. If you accidentally log something too, and if you close out, you can always go back to previous days. Like let's say I go back to Tuesday, click on that, and I'm like, I need to edit it. I accidentally logged it. There are some other things that I needed to add. So you can go back in, edit, click update, and it will update the workout for you. Once in a while, underneath your training, you will have something called a reminder. Now, depending on the program you're in, depending on the challenge that we're doing in Be Strong, you may see that, you may not. And if you click on it, you can read through in more depth of it and then click complete. Now, if you swipe over, you're going to see a bunch of things on the sidebar here. If you click on exercises here, we can actually see, depending on the muscle you want to work, what exercises we have in the app for that. Groups, that is another place where we're showing the different training groups and options that you have for training. Now here's really cool, the Be Strong community. If you click on that, it is going to take you to the Be Strong community where you will ask for access. From there, it's really cool because you will actually be able to see recipes, have conversations, join training groups that coincide with your training in the app. And from here, you can ask questions and connect with other women who are doing the same training program as you. Now, if you are struggling with your nutrition, I am here to help. So you can click on custom macros, and from here, you will be able to purchase custom macros from me. What's awesome about this is as soon as you purchase this from me, you will be given a plan under nutrition. That nutrition tab will pop up. You'll be given this plan, and I will be able to ongoing see all of your measurements, see all of your food, everything from here. So if you find that you plateau, you can always purchase another macro plan from me. And after a few months, we can then move in another direction, and I will have access to all of your data in here so I can give you updates to your nutrition plan. Now, we already went under the measurement charts, but under settings, if you go here, you are able to make changes to the settings, whether you want to do kilograms or not, or display things publicly or have push notifications, etc. So here is where you can make changes to that. So hopefully this breakdown has really helped you navigate and find where everything is in the app and really be able to understand how it works and what you're going to get out of this as you dive into training optimally and really hitting your goals. I am so excited to have you join us. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate each one of you.